hi everybody, my name is Anna and I am going to start our chair yoga class today. We're going to begin with some meditation, warm up, cool down, back to meditation, ending our class in Shavasana. I was saying that I'm a local yoga teacher. I teach active older adults and I teach Hatha as well. So I'm happy to be here to guide your practice. So let's begin by settling in. And by settling in, I mean, let's ground into our chairs by feeling the base of our feet on the ground, feeling very grounded. And you can do this with shoes on, shoes off, just as long as you have a nice feeling coming in, supporting your base. So I invite you to close your eyes, place your palms on your lap, either palms down to ground. You can place them palms up to receive or in a Gaya Mudra with your index fingers and thumbs touching, resting on your lap. And let's begin by tuning into our breath as we inhale through the nose and out the nose. And just starting to calm the mind with the breath. When we begin our practice, our mind is usually what we call the monkey mind, just jumping around to different thoughts. But as we begin to focus in on the breath, the thoughts begin to subside. And any thoughts that you feel are coming in, just acknowledge them and let them go. Welcome. And as you're settling into your breath, begin to lengthen the inhales and lengthen the exhales. Feel the earth support you as the chair supports you. Notice if you're leaning forward or slouching. Just bring yourself upright. And take a moment here just to bring your shoulders up to your ears and roll them back and just let them fall. Feel how on your inhale the breath is drawn all the way down to the base of the spine. And as you exhale, visualize that breath pulling up towards the crown. On the inhale, notice how your chest rises, belly rises. And as you release all that air, chest falls and belly falls. Inhaling the calmness, nourishment into our body, oxygen into the blood. And as we exhale, we release what no longer serves us, what no longer serves our body. Continue to draw the breath in and out through the nose. Again, your breath will be your focus point at any time you feel distracted. And it's okay to get distracted, we all do. I will remind you that your breath is there and to keep breathing. Notice how your breath is grounding you, supporting you. I invite you at this time to bring your palms together at heart center. And just taking a moment here, the invitation is for the focus you would like through your class, the setting of intention for your practice. This intention is what you have through your practice and what you take with you into your life once you are done here. It can be just a feeling of gratitude. It could be a word that comes in, something that you want to work on, or you can hold space for yourself or someone dear and near. And we're going to release our hands and just place them gently on your lap and just sitting up nice and tall. Again, bring those shoulders up towards the ears on your inhale, and as you exhale, just let them fall. And feel the scapulas fall down the mid-back. Take a moment here to bring your left ear to your left shoulder. And just stretching the neck. And doing a few rounds of breath here. And on the exhale, coming back up to center. Nice inhale here. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Inhaling and exhaling as we come back to center. Again, we'll repeat left ear to left shoulder. Coming back to center, bringing the right ear to right shoulder. And then coming back to center, take a look over to your left. As you continue to breathe, in the same way, we lengthen our inhales and exhales, and then come back to center and take a look over to your right. And then coming back to center. So just releasing the neck from the drive over briefly. Okay, so let's extend our feet out. Let's begin to circle our ankles, getting into working our way from the base up. Circling our ankles in any direction is fine, and then going the opposite direction. So we're listening to our bodies. Anything that doesn't feel good, don't do it. And then let's move on to the other ankle. So if there's a movement that is causing more pain, you just want to back off that movement. And then circle the opposite direction. And we're just meeting our bodies where they are today. Our bodies are different every day. And then coming back to center, bringing those feet back and just keeping them about hip distance apart, toes pointing forward, heels behind the toes, and just getting that comfortable feel on the base of our feet. From here, you can gently interlace your fingers around your knee, or you can lift your knee from the bottom and just gently lifting the left knee up towards your left shoulder, just as high as your mobility will let you take that knee. And then gently release. We're going to do the opposite. So you can either bring up the knee this way up towards your right shoulder, or you can gently just bring it up towards your right shoulder this way. And then we're going to repeat, lifting that left knee towards the left shoulder. And this time we're going to point and flex the toe. Point and flex the foot. You can also rotate your ankle, just continuing that movement, how it feels comfortable to you. And then we'll release, going on to the opposite. Flexing, pointing, circling. And release. From here, place your thumbs just right on the joint of the hip here. And sitting up nice and tall, just bringing your shoulders back, elbows back. Feel how your torso lengthens as you press down, just giving yourself some space here. Take a nice deep breath in and out through the nose. And from here, we're going to start our pelvic circles, just moving our body in our pelvic bowl, going in any direction. We'll go both directions. And starting in 1. We do about 5 circles. And then coming back and going the opposite direction. And I like to place my thumb in that joint area just because I personally love just to feel how my body moves and how it's connected to my body, how my hips, my legs connect in. And then this time, come back to center. We're going to circle the opposite direction. This time we're going to bring our shoulders in a little bit. And just bringing in a little extra movement, if that feels good. And if not, you could just do the same circular movement without bringing the shoulders in. One more round. And then we're going to go the opposite direction. And then come back to seated, back to center. And from here, just relaxing your hands on your lap. Bring your hands actually over to your knees, and we're going to do some cat-cow sequences here. So on the inhale, we're going to bring our chest forward into cow. Shoulders come back and our chest is nice and broadened. And on the exhale, our heart is going to melt inward. Our chin is going to come towards our chest. Inhale, heart moves forward. Gaze rises slightly. Exhale, heart melts inward. Chin comes to chest as you curve the spine like a cat. Inhale, heart moves forward, chest broadens, shoulders come back. Exhale, heart moves inward, chin comes towards the chest. So I invite you to just continue with these movements, syncing your breath with each movement. Inhaling as you move forward, exhaling as you move inward, just at your own pace, connecting your breath to your body. And just feeling how good that feels. Loosening up our joints and getting that mobility and space between the vertebrae. Opening up. Flexing and bringing all of our movements and breath together. And when you're ready, you can join me back seated neutral. Bringing your hands over to the sides of the chair. We're going to stand here in Tadasana mountain pose or sit here. You can do this standing and seated. Again, our feet are hip distance apart, so our hips align with our knees. And just continue to hold this posture. I'm going to guide you as I loosen. I'm just going to point to my body. So knees align with the ankles, toes point forward. Knees align with the hips. So you're not opening up like this, or you're not falling inward. You're just holding, aligning each point of the body. Shoulders are stacked over your hips. Shoulders move up towards the ear on the inhale, and then exhale, roll them back, let the scapulas fall, and feel your wrists drawn towards the earth. Ground your heels in, activating your legs. And from here, inhale, bring your arms up at a comfortable level. They don't have to be straight, they could keep a bend. Bring your palms together. And exhale, bring them back down to heart center. On the inhale, our palms are going to rise over our heads. We're going to flip the palms and exhale and press the walls away. Press everything away and let it go. Beautiful. Inhale, palms rise. Palms come together. Exhale, bring them back down to your heart. Inhale one more time. Palms rise. Exhale. Let everything go. And then bringing your hands back to your lap here. Take an inhale as you lengthen. So bring the crown up towards the sky. There's going to be a slight movement on of the shoulders here. Just bringing the shoulders and twisting the upper shoulders over to the left side. And then gently coming back to center. Take a nice inhale, lengthen through the crown, and then gently twisting the shoulders, just moving the shoulders slightly over to the right. And then coming back to center. From here, releasing the left hand as we inhale, bring it up all the way up towards the left ear, over the left ear, pointing through, reaching through the fingers. And then exhale, bring it all back. Resting that arm on the lap, inhaling the right arm over the right ear. And then bringing it all the way back on the exhale. We're going to repeat that as we rest our right hand on our lap, inhaling our left arm over the left ear. Beautiful, everybody. Exhaling, bringing it back down. And repeating on the right side. Inhale as you bring that right arm over the right ear. And exhale, release. Bring it all the way down. Beautiful. From here, bring your arms out, shoulder height like a plane. Bring them over the body, across the chest. Give yourself a nice hug here. Opening up the backs of the shoulders. Just feeling that nurturing the fingers of your hands. Feeling your palms on your arms. And then exhale, release. Bring them all the way out. And we're going to do the opposite, crossing across the chest. Giving a big hug. We need that, don't we? And then gently release. Bring them back out and float them back out. Okay. So from here, I'm going to invite you to get into the wrists by circling our wrists. It's making our fist. And then I'm going to invite you to just open up the hands like this and fist. Just stretching out our hands. And then bringing them back into a fist, and again, circling those wrists all the way down. And from here, just releasing the hands, and let's start to roll our shoulders back. So on the inhale, we raise the shoulders up. Exhale, roll them back. Inhale, they roll forward. and back on the exhale. One more time. Inhale, they roll forward. And then on the exhale, they roll back. Opposite direction. Inhale, they roll back. Exhale, they roll forward. Inhale, bring the shoulders back. Roll them all the way out. Down on the exhale. One more time. Inhale, roll them back. Exhale, roll them forward. And release back into Tadasana, mountain pose. Again, bringing the awareness down to the feet. Toes pointing forward, heels behind the toes. Again, thinking about our alignment as our hips align with our knees align with our ankles, shoulders stack over our hips, and our chin is parallel to the floor. Beautiful. From here, just relax your hands as you rotate them back, just reaching towards the back of the chair. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale, release. And as you move them forward, inhale. Just leave them out in front of you, reaching forward. And as you're reaching forward, bring the shoulders back into their sockets. And then bring them back, all the way back, reaching back, opening up the chest. Release, bring them down and forward, reaching forward, keeping the shoulders in their sockets. So again, we're reaching forward, but we're not reaching to the point where our shoulders are coming too forward. We're keeping everything aligned still. And then release, bring them all the way back down. Again, we're going to repeat, reach back, opening up the chest. Exhale, bring them forward in front of you as palms face one another. And then release. From here, we're going to inhale our left arm, bring it all the way up, align it with your left ear. From here, we're going to lift our right leg up. So on the inhale, bring your navel in towards the back of the spine as you lengthen through the crown, and then release the leg, release the arm. So this is working on our core. We're going to inhale that right arm up, and the opposite leg goes up. Press the heel out if that feels good, flexing the foot. That activates the quad. And then release. We're going to repeat. Inhaling our left arm up, right leg goes up. Again, lengthening through the crown and this feeling that spine lengthen, creating space between the vertebra, pulling in the navel, and then gently release. Repeating on the other side. Right arm goes up, left leg goes up. Pressing the heel out as we activate the quad. And then release and shake it out. All right. Again, from here, bringing that left ear to left shoulder. Coming back to center, right ear to right shoulder. Coming back to center. This time, bring your chin towards the chest, stretching out the back of the neck. And just letting gravity do the work here. And then coming back to center. From here, we're going to do these half moon circles. So we're going to take a look over to the left shoulder. Then we're going to draw a half moon with our nose as we bring our nose down across the chest, all the way over to the right shoulder. And again, gently bringing down our nose, drawing a half moon across the chest, and coming back to our left shoulder. Again, taking an inhale as you bring your nose down across the chest and over to the right shoulder, and then coming back to center. Beautiful. How's everyone feeling? Good? All right, so we're going to get into our sun salutations. So just sitting comfortably on the edge of the chair. And here I would say probably a little bit more than hip distance apart for your feet, just to give your torso some space, because we're going to fold over. So we're going to inhale our arms up. And on the exhale, we're going to melt forward, coming into a forward fold, and just let yourself hang over your lap here. And just let your head loose, let gravity loosen it up. You can prop yourself up from the floor. If you can't touch the floor, place your hands on your shins. And then gently leave your hands on your shins if they're already there. Place them there if they're not, and raise your chest up. And your gaze is just a couple of feet in front of you. Bring the shoulders back. Lengthen the spine through the crown. And then gently place the palms on your lap, tuck in your elbows, and gently rise up back to seated. Beautiful. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to inhale for our half lift, hands on the shins, chest rises, shoulders are back, collarbone broadened. And then gently placing the hands on your lap as you tuck your elbows in. From here, we're going to lift that left knee towards the left shoulder. We're moving a little faster now. And then we're going to relax that one, lift the right knee to right shoulder. And relax that one. Arms come up again on the inhale. This time, bring them forward halfway. We're going to do chair pose with our arms forward. So we're going to ground our heels in, and on the inhale, lengthen the spine, pull in the navel, gently hinging at the hips, hinging forward, leaning forward, just slightly. Notice where your weight in the body is here. So right now the weight is forward. Bring that weight into the heels. Okay, so you're still leaning forward, but you're bringing the weight into the heels. You feel that difference? Okay, so from here, just take a nice deep breath in and out. Ground the heels in, and then gently leaning back, release the arms. How did that feel? Stretch. Yeah, it is a good stretch, yeah. You can feel it, it's a really good one. Inhale, arms up. This time, bring them back down to cactus arms. Stretch them out, and then bend the elbows. Stretch them out, and bend, and then relax. Getting back into our sequence, inhaling the arms up. Exhaling, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, hands on the shins, shoulders are back, collarbone broadened. And then gently, hands on the lap, elbows tucked close to the body, coming all the way up to seated. And notice as you continue to bring those shoulders back, your chest stays nice and open. Again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhaling for our half lift, bring the shoulders back, gaze forward, and then gently rise back to neutral. Beautiful. From here, shoulders only move towards the left. Coming back to center, inhale, lengthen through the crown, pulling in the navel, only shoulders move towards the right. And then coming back to center. From here, I'm going to have you change your stance. And so I'm going to just move over to the side, but I'm going to have you guys just heel toe your feet open, heels turn inward. Okay, just comfortable stance here, so not too open, and just kind of like at a 45-degree angle here. So I'm going to just move over to this side here. And from here, we're going to bend that left elbow onto our left thigh. We're going to reach and scoop our right arm over our right ear and reach through those fingers, lengthening our side body. And then gently release, coming back to seated. Doing the same thing on the opposite side. Right elbow on the right thigh and reach over with your left over your left ear. So notice if you're collapsing onto your thigh. You want to make sure that your chest is nice and lifted. Torso lifts from the body and then release. We're going to repeat on the opposite side. Right elbow moves, left elbow bends, right arm scoops over the right ear. Lift the torso and see if you can move that right shoulder back, opening up the chest a little bit. And then release. We're going to repeat on the opposite side. Right arm bends on the right thigh. Scoop that left arm over the left ear. Again, see if you can open up, bring that left shoulder back. Reach through your fingertips. And then gently coming back, releasing both hands. And then just getting back into Tadasana, and you can just let that go. So from here, placing our hands on our palms, we're going to do something similar to a wide-legged forward fold. So resting our hands just on our knees, lengthening through the spine as we reach through the crown, shoulders come back, gently leaning forward, elbows stay tucked in. And just leaning forward, just seeing how far you can lean forward, keeping the shoulders back. And then gently rising all the way back up to neutral. Repeating again. Inhale as we lengthen through the crown. And gently exhaling as we hinge forward, shoulders move back, chest broadened. So just bring your awareness to your gaze. Your gaze is just a couple of feet in front of you. I don't recommend kinking the neck up, just keeping the line of the spine straight, gently pressing onto your thighs as you move back to seated. Beautiful. So from here, I'm going to have you heel toe your feet back in. Take a nice deep inhale here. We've done a lot so far. And just let it all go. You can close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Just coming back to stillness. And just notice. Notice if there's any tension in the body. If you feel any tightness, you can breathe through that area. And on the exhale, just release and let the tension and the stress just melt away. All right, we're going to stand. So as we stand, we're going to ground our heels in and press into the floor, shimmying to the edge of the chair to stand up. Okay. So you'll see me on the side of the chair. You can, if you have the space on the side of the chair, you do these movements behind the chair or next to the chair. So we're gonna get into, and Amy, if you could just repeat the movement seated, that's wonderful. We're gonna get into our feet. We're gonna come onto our tiptoes. So just raising the heels and then bringing the heels down, lift the toes. Coming onto the tiptoes, raising the heels, and then gently placing the heels back down. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, let the heels fall, toes rise. Inhale again, bring the heels up, all the way up to tiptoes, and then gently placing the heels. So that also plays with our balance, and then lifting the toes, spread the toes, feel what that feels like, and then gently bring them back down, let them hug the earth. Let that earth support you. Mother Earth supporting us right here. All right, so from here, bringing the heels up, kind of just pedaling. So if it feels good to lift and pedal, you can do that, or you can just move the feet. And this helps us get into the fascia of the feet here. We don't usually do these movements in our shoes, maybe if we walk a lot, but a lot of us these days aren't walking a whole lot. So this movement is a really nice way just to get into the feet. All right, so from here, Amy, I'm going to have you repeat the same exercise that we did. This is going to be just a little bit different standing. So on the inhale, you're going to lift that left leg. So Amy, you're going to lift your opposite arm up. Beautiful. And we're going to lift our left arm up. This is a balancing pose here. So you're going to hold on to the chair. And then gently place your leg back and release the hand. We're going to repeat that. So we're going to lift that left leg up, bending at the knee and inhaling. Left arm reaches and then gently release. We're going to do that on the opposite side. So again, you can do this on the back of the behind the chair or next to it. So lifting that right leg, just bent at the knee, inhaling, right arm comes up, and then release. Inhale, leg comes up, bent at the knee, arm comes up as well, pulling in the navel, keeping that navel tucked in. Feel the bottom of the rib cage corset in, and then gently release. Beautiful. We're going to do the same thing again on the opposite side. This is building our strength here. So we're going to lift again, our left leg bent at the knee, and inhale that arm up. Left arm goes up, reaching, pull in that navel, corset in the bottom of the rib cage, and then gently release. Opposite side, left leg bends at the knee, and then gently arm rises. Beautiful. Okay, so from here, just staying where you are, keeping your feet nice and grounded. Again, heels behind the toes. You're standing up nice and tall. As you inhale in, you're lengthening through the crown, pulling in the navel, shoulders are back. Inhale that right arm over the right ear to stretch that side body, so reach through the fingertips. And then coming back, relaxing that hand, that arm all the way down. Inhale, right arm reaches over the right ear. And then gently release. I'm going to walk over to the opposite side. If you're behind the chair, you don't have to move. Inhale, left arm over the left ear. Reach through the fingertips, stretching the side body, and then gently release. Again, inhale over the left ear. Exhale, float it back down. And this time, we're going to inhale. I'm going to stay, actually you could stay where you are. We're going to inhale both arms up. Bring the palms together here. Reach up, interlace the fingers if you can. Pointer fingers come up. And then just gently leaning over to the left. And you could also just lean this way, or actually another option is to hold your wrist with your left hand. So you hold the wrist of the right and then just gently coming over to the left side, just holding onto that wrist, and then come back to the center. And let's release that and loosen that up and just release that. Okay, so we're going to inhale our arms up again. Right hand onto the left wrist and gently coming over towards the right side. Beautiful, Lady J. And then gently coming down, floating those arms back down and letting it go, just shaking it out. Okay, from here, holding on to the chair, we're gonna hinge at the knees and ankles like we're sitting in a chair. So you wanna hold on to the back of the chair. And so I'm just gonna move the chair so I can show you sideways. So holding on to the back of the chair, we're gonna do chair pose behind it, so behind the chair. So we're gonna sit down on the inhale, reaching through the crown, lengthening, and then we're gonna hinge at the hips, at the ankles, at the knees and the ankles, keeping our spine straight. And just like we're sitting on a chair, and Amy, I'm gonna have you inhale your arms up, parallel to the ears, and you all can just stay just your hands resting on the chair, and then gently pressing into the heels. Amy, ground your heels in and release your arms back down. Beautiful. Again, we're gonna inhale, lengthen, bend at the knees and ankles, and sit in our chair. Notice where your weight is. If it's forward, bring the weight back into the heels, and then gently ground the heels in and back to standing. Beautiful. All right. After that seated hovering chair pose, we're going to inhale and just again reaching over to our right side, I'm mirror teaching, and exhale, release. Inhaling, right arm over right ear, and release. Both arms, floating them all the way up. Exhale, bring them back down behind you this time. This time you can either interlace your fingers and you can leave them just square as they are like this, or if you would like to bring them together, you can bring them together. It's your comfort level and your practice. So what feels good to you, you're bringing those wrists down towards your heels, bringing the shoulders back. And then releasing, shaking it out. Again, inhaling our arms up. Exhale, bringing them back down, interlacing our fingers behind us, and then drawing those wrists towards the earth, pulling the shoulders back, opening up the chest, and then releasing. Beautiful. Okay, so let's sit back down in our chair. I'm going to have us do a little hip opener here. So what we can do, we have options here where we're going to start with our left side. So we're going to do seated pigeon, and we can rest our left ankle on our right and just let your knee fall open, or you can bring your left ankle onto the right thigh and let your knee just fall open. From here, just flexing the foot, letting your hands rest on the inner ankle and inner knee. So just take a moment here to let your body settle and let gravity settle into your body. So you're not tensing up anything, you're just letting things just fall. And we're going to inhale, lengthen through the crown. And then slowly, we're going to hinge forward, very slowly, just as far as you feel comfortable. You beginning to feel a stretch on the outer left glute. And bring your shoulders back, elbows stay tucked. You still have that nice straight spine, drawing that line up through the crown. And then gently pressing back up and releasing. We're going to repeat on the opposite side. So you can rest your right ankle on your left ankle, and let your knee fall open. And just letting gravity do its work for you. Or you can take the ankle and place it, right ankle placed on the left thigh, flexing your foot, letting your hands rest on the inner knee and inner ankle. Again, shoulders are back, spine is nice and long. Nice deep inhale. Exhale as we hinge forward slowly, keeping the elbows tucked in towards our body. And just as far as you feel that comfortable and you feel that glute stretch on the right side. Beautiful, everyone. And then take a nice deep inhale and exhale, release. All right. From here, we're going to cross that left leg, that left ankle over our right. We're going to inhale our arms shoulder height. We're going to bring our right arm underneath our left. Cross at the elbows, and if you can touch your palms together, you can do that, and if not, you could just leave it right here. So everyone's mobility is different. So you're going to feel the backs of the shoulders open up. So from here, you can also do it like this if this feels more comfortable to you. So option 1, option 2, option 3. Okay. On the inhale, take a nice deep breath and raise the elbows up slightly. Remember, you're bringing in that navel towards the back of the spine. You feel the backs of the shoulders opening up. Exhale. On the inhale, see if you can bring your gaze up. Little micro back bend here as the elbows rise, and then gently come back down slowly, unravel, bring them back out, shake it out if you need to, and then we're going to do the opposite side. Right arm goes, we just did the right. Left arm goes underneath the right. So option 1, option 2, or option 3. Okay, elbows on the inhale rise slightly up towards the sky, in front of the chest. Feel the shoulders in the back open up. And feel how as you breathe in, that also opens up the backs of the shoulders. Bring the inhale in. Bring your gaze up. And then coming all the way back down, slowly releasing, opening back up, and gently letting it go. Just letting it all go. Okay, so from here, we can do a full body stretch here. Lady J, I would say stretching out this way would be good for you. So because we're going to reach up, and I think this way would be a nice comfortable way. Okay, so on the inhale, arms are gonna rise. Lady J's, yours are gonna reach up, opening up that chest. And then we're gonna bring our feet out and stretch, stretch, stretch. Feel the feet being pulled away from you, arms stretch in the opposite direction. And then release, let it all go and shake it out. So we're gonna do that again. Inhale, arms come up, lifting the legs, reaching, reaching, reaching. Everything in the opposite direction, and let it go. Shake it out. And then we're gonna do one more thing. So we're gonna see if we can just tighten up our body a little bit, tighten up our upper body and bring our shoulders up. See if everything you can tighten, tighten, tighten on the inhale, and then on the exhale, you're Just let it all drop and go. Inhale, tighten, tighten, tighten. Exhale, let it all go. One more time. Inhale, tighten, tighten. And drop everything, let it go. All right. Let's settle into our chairs. We're going to settle into Shavasana. So I will guide you through this relaxation where we reap the benefits of our practice today. So I invite you to close your eyes, relax in the chair. If you're at home, you can lie down, cover yourself with a blanket. And as we begin to close our eyes, or if you don't want to close your eyes, you could just have a soft gaze at the tip of your nose. Feel your feet ground in, letting the earth and the chair support your body. Hands relax on the lap. Again, you can position your hands any way you like. You can position them palms up or in a mudra. Gaya mudra is with the index fingers and thumbs touching. Or you could just relax them on your lap. Shoulders relax. Notice if your weight is leaning forward. Just bring yourself back to center. Let your shoulders stack over your hips. Hips are nice and relaxed and grounded in the chair. Shoulders are relaxed. Notice if you're clenching your jaw. And just let it go. Let your tongue relax at the top of your mouth, just at the edge of the inner front teeth. Let your brows relax. Bring the two corners of your mouth and let them curve up. And as you inhale, notice your chest rise, tummy rises. Exhale, chest falls, abdomen falls. Inhale, chest rises, abdomen rises. Exhale, abdomen falls and the chest falls. Shavasana. Keeping your eyes closed, we begin to bring awareness back into the body by wiggling our toes, wiggling our fingertips. And keeping your eyes closed, I invite you to bring your hands to heart center as the thumbs touch the sternum. I'm just taking a nice deep breath here. I want to express my gratitude for letting me guide your beautiful practice today. I invite you to join me by bringing up your prayer hands up to your third eye as a reminder to think kind thoughts. Back down to your lips as a reminder to speak kind words. And back down in front of your heart as a reminder to live life full of love. It is my honor to be here to guide your practice today. From my heart to yours, I honor you with a deep bow of gratitude. Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you, everybody.